All right, welcome back. I'm Casey Campbell, Great Lakes Post, and we are pleased to be joined by Stefan Parsons, the driver of the number 5 Chevrolet for BJ McLeod Motorsports. How's it going, man?
Good, good. Thanks for having me back on.
It's been a while since you've been in the car, bud. I know you've been at the racetrack, but it's been a while since you've been behind the wheel since Nashville, I have to say. But you'll be back behind the wheel at Bristol, and you're also going to be at the Roval as well. How exciting is it to be back behind the wheel?
Yeah, it's awesome. It hasn't been fun being out of the car for this long, but it's also been good to kind of reset and kind of regroup and get ready for this weekend and then the Roval. Basically the second half of my season. I know it's only 2 races, but yeah, it's awesome to be back in the car. Very fortunate to have SoCal and Mark SoCal on board for this weekend. No, I'm looking forward to it. Bristol is a racetrack that I have always liked going to, and it's actually where I ran my first truck race, so I have a lot of good memories there.
Yeah. So what have you been up to since you've been out of the car? Kind of tell everybody what you've been doing.
Yeah, no, I've been staying busy. I've been at the racetrack. I've spotted for Michael McDowell some of the road courses. Had to go to Gateway with Josh Berry, be on standby for him when he was driving for JRM in case it rained. So definitely been at the racetrack. Been working hard on plans for next year. So definitely no shortage of things to do.
Yeah, for sure. I know you've always been busy. I know you're working hard to try to get behind the wheel full time and all that stuff. But yeah, so kind of talk about what it's kind of, been like, for you. Yeah, I mean, you're at the racetrack. Just what's it like, being a spotter? And, I know you've been a pit crew member as well. I know you've had a lot of different jobs. What's that like?
Yeah, it's the way I was brought up to do it. Always, obviously, you had to put in your best and be at the racetrack and show people how hard you're willing to work for this. And it's not even, I don't even do it just to show people. I do it because I genuinely love being at the racetrack and want to do whatever I can to be at the racetrack. There's definitely been a couple almost close calls to drive in the past couple months since I've raced, like Atlanta. They called me about getting in the one car, and then obviously Austin Dillon got in it, and then there've been a couple other instances where there was close calls. So those don't happen unless you're at the racetrack, and it just goes to show what working like that and putting in that kind of effort can possibly result in.
Yeah. So besides that, I know that going to Bristol is always a fun place. It's what's that track like as a driver?
Oh, it literally takes your breath away. I mean, it is a fast racetrack. It is, it's like, I think somebody said it's like fighter jets in a football stadium. It is, I'm trying to think of the best word. It's just wild. It's crazy. I mean, it's a short track, but it's a super speedway of a short track because you're going so fast and there's so much banking and you're always going. I'm hoping that the top groove comes in a little bit. I'd like to see some ability to move around there, but Bristol is a really, really fun place, and it's definitely one of the most challenging places we go to.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they literally played a football game inside Bristol, so I know that place is fun. I know you're going to be at the Roval as well. Maybe we'll try to get you back on for that as well. But kind of going into that race, I know you're excited. I know you've spotted road courses, but how are you driving them?
So the only time I've ever ran a road course in NASCAR is back in 2019. I was working for BJ, same kind of deal, and the person driving got sick halfway through the race, and I had to get in the car with no practice, nothing. So that's the only time I've ever rented road course in NASCAR, but I did a lot of road course stuff in legend cars when I was growing up, and had some success. Won actually a few road course championships at Charlotte Motor Speedway, actually. So I've always loved road courses, and I've always felt like I've always enjoyed them, and I always felt like I kind of had a grasp of them. But obviously, NASCAR is a completely different style of road racing. So I'm anxious to see how that goes, and to get on track at the Roval.
Yeah, for sure. All right, let's have some fun a little bit, because I feel like we need to. We got to spice up these interviews a little bit. What's a food that you've had like for lunch or dinner that typically isn't for breakfast that you've had?
But like a food that I've had for lunch or dinner that's typically for breakfast.
So for people that eat, like, for example, pizza for breakfast.
Oh, I've done that. I've 100%. I did that a week ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, that's what college kids do a lot. So
Yeah.
Let's see, Uncrustables or Pop-Tarts?
Pop-Tarts. I literally, when I grew up, when I was in elementary school, I grew up eating like Pop-Tarts every day for breakfast.
Really?
Yeah.
Bacon or
As you can see.
Yeah, bacon or
As you can see, I look like I eat Pop-Tarts for breakfast.
Hey, you're getting down there. I know. Bacon or sausage?
Bacon.
Okay.
100% bacon.
Football or hockey?
Football.
Baseball or basketball?
I'll be honest with you, I really don't watch either. Probably basketball, though.
Favorite team to root for?
In all sports?
Yeah, why not?
The Panthers. Definitely the Panthers.
Yeah. So it's Panthers and Detroit Red Wings?
Yeah, Panthers, Red Wings, Hornets, Tar Heels. It's kind of in the order.
Right. Favorite what was the most stressful thing about college?
Probably getting in, probably group projects, because you have to rely on your like other people, and sometimes that's hard, especially in college, because you never know like what kind of effort people are going to put in. So probably group projects, relying on other people, and probably just like getting assignments in on time. Yeah. Especially like with me, like racing, like I was not a very I did not get ahead very often as a student. So like I would go to a race on a weekend or something like that, and then just Sunday have to just grind it out and do whatever I can to get that assignment done and do Sunday night. So I say probably that.
Yeah. On a scale of 1 to 10, how often do you care about your hair?
I mean, it's up there. Honestly, the reason why I even started doing my hair is because I don't like the feeling of hair touching my forehead. So that's the basis of all of it. But if you're gonna not have hair touch your forehead, you might as well try and make it look good.
Yeah, I got to get a haircut, as you can see. Favorite track to run at?
I like Vegas a lot. I like Vegas. I like Dover. I like Darlington. Probably those three. That's like a tie between those three. I don't have like a one that stands above the other.
Yeah. And finally, are you going to watch the ARCA and truck race tonight?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I love watching any racing, but if I can watch those races and learn anything for tomorrow, it'd definitely be beneficial. So 100%.
Yeah. Is how many times have you watched your dad on TV?
uh, about however many truck races and ARCA races he's done. It's probably about that much.
He's done quite a bit of them. So
Yeah, since 2000 or 2001, I think he's been doing it. So a lot.
yeah, definitely good stuff. Last FS1 ARCA broadcast for sure for the year. So definitely tune in for that. All right. Stefan Parsons, always a pleasure to have you on. I think and then we'll talk. Want to talk for Charlotte Roval? Why not?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Good to see you, man.
All right. Thanks for having me.